Yesterday on the program, we heard a lot about our next guest, and in the middle of the show, I did get a text from her, and I don't want to live in a world where Kayla Harrison is mad at me. I can't live in that world. Terrified of her. She'd snap me in half. But still, I mean, she's one of the salt-of-the-earth human beings that I've ever come across in my life. And so I have to rectify this situation. And so episode 2, here she is, the great Kayla Harrison, the uncrowned queen. Yes. Back in our lives. Oh my gosh, how are you, Kayla? It's great to see you. Are we good? I mean, I think you were.
KH and KH.
Yeah, we're at it. We're back at it. Are we good? Is everything okay?
Yeah.
I had to go with the champ.
Yeah.
Episode 1, but like I said,
you couldn't go with the uncrowned queen for your uncrowned.
Yeah. Did you say that for us? Honestly, did you say that for us?
Obvi.
I don't know if I believe you. Come on. That's the name of our whole empire. We got the crown right there. It's
good. It's a good logo. I dig it.
We're building something here. Have you heard about all this? I mean, I didn't get a congratulations. I didn't get a text. I didn't get anything.
That is such bullshit, first of all. I knew I was one of the first to know, and I did congratulate you and tell you how proud I was of you for going after your dreams and sticking it to the man and doing your own thing. There's nothing quite like living life on fire in such a way where like you could fall, but you could fly. And yeah, dude, I'm so happy for you.
We're doing it. And you're doing it. You're on fire. The eyes are looking good. I saw a couple black eyes yesterday in the aftermath, looking fine. But
I'm good.
What about this trip to can we start here with the trip to the hospital? I got a little worried there when I heard about this.
There we go.
What happened?
I just want to tell you, Money Moy.
Yes, the man.
Such a legend. But also, you guys were thinking of the word is siren, not mermaid.
Oh.
I homeschool my kids now, so.
Wait, you do? You homeschool them?
I do, yeah.
Why?
Why not?
Well, I don't say that in a disparaging way, but where do they get the community? Where do they get the interaction? Where do they get the socialization?
So I mean, we're super active in our church, so they go to like group once a week. We have our church has a homeschool group that we're a part of. They go to art classes. We just traveled for a week after my fight. We went to Utah. We went to Zion and Bryce Canyon and the Grand Canyon and had the time of our lives. But I just felt like really, I don't work a 9 to 5. These kids were given to me for a reason. Why am I having them spend 8 hours a day with a stranger? And we're going to try it and see how it goes. And it's been the best year of my life. Getting to spend time with them, like getting out of the rat race a little bit. Like we wake up, we do a devotional, we do all of our chores together in the barn, then we go over and we do school, and then I go train. I mean, no, don't get me wrong. It's the hardest year of my life.
Yeah.
But it's the most rewarding by far.
Yeah. So I was going to ask about the training. What do you do then? Because you're training a lot during the day, right?
Yeah. So Miss Shayna comes over, who's like my right-hand man. She's a stud. My mom comes to help when I get really close to the fight. Because I'm training, when I get close to the fight, I'm training like 3 times a day, including like the slow, steady state cardio. That is the bane of my existence. So we do school in the morning, then I'll train, then I'll come home, then we'll do more school, we'll eat together, then I'll train again, then I'll come home, then we'll hang out, then I'll go train again. Yeah.
Wow. That is a lot to handle.
It is.
I mean, some people were lamenting the fact during the pandemic that their kids were home during school hours. You're inviting this, so kudos to you. And I'm sure as you're gearing up and cutting weight, patience is kind of low as well, right? You're sitting there doing homework and stuff or teaching lessons, and you're freaking calorie deprived.
Yeah, I mean, and I also fast, so I don't eat my first meal until 12 o'clock.
Oh my!
And we wake up at 6 a.m. every day. So like from 6 to 12, I'm just on coffee and God's grace. But it is funny, like we ask, I always want to grow, and like patience is something that I've always struggled with. And so like, and now I'm homeschooling my kids and I have no choice but to learn how to be patient and self-control, like with food, never been a strong suit of mine. Have always eaten whatever I wanted. And now I'm fighting at 135 pounds, and I literally cannot do that if I want to do what I want to do. So like God doesn't test us, but he gives us opportunities to grow. And this year has been a big year for growth for me.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we all remember when you first joined our show, you said you'd have to cut off a leg to make 135. Now you've done it twice. You've done it twice. Which one was harder, April or this one?
The actual cut itself was better this time. Like I didn't have to spend as much time and I didn't have to cut weight Friday morning. It's more just like the anticipation of it. Before it was like, oh, can I? Oh, there's my dog.
Hey.
Before it was, oh, can I do it? And now it's like, oh, I have to do it. If that makes sense.
Okay. I mean, yes. So you got it out of the way, but your body knows how. It's a great shot, by the way. What a stud.
Good boy, he missed me. I've been gone for 3 weeks.
But you correct me if I'm wrong. You didn't have to go to the hospital the first time, right?
No, I didn't.
So what happened this time?
Honestly, I don't know.
What did you feel?
I mean, I hate to make excuses.
This is not an excuse. You won the fight in dominant fashion.
I know, but it's just like, whatever. I mean, I just was like, I had the week before the fight, we went out early. And the week before the fight, I started having like bad cramps. And I had a couple instances where there was blood in my urine. And so we went to the hospital, tried to figure it out. Thought maybe it was a UTI or something, but it wasn't a UTI. It wasn't kidney stones. I don't know what it was.
Do they think it was related to the weight cut?
I don't think so.
Are you worried that you are hurting your body by doing this?
No.
No. You feel like it's safe, it's healthy?
Obviously, like, well, dude, we fight. Like, I get in a cage and fight for a living. Like, healthy relative to what? Like, yeah. I think that it's a chosen commitment and a chosen sacrifice. I always tell my kids, my body, my choice.
Mm-hmm. Yes, amen. How's the hand? I know you hurt it after the April fight. All good in the aftermath?
Killing it.
Yeah.
Look at that. Yeah.
And to me, there it is, yes, to the world. Or maybe to people in particular. But to me, what was so fascinating about that fight was I still will never forget you on Long Island, one of your first PFL fights, you win via dominant decision. It was like not even close. And I'll never forget you walking out in tears. Like if someone just turned on the TV, they would have thought you'd lost because you were so upset that it went the distance. Here you go the distance against much tougher competition. But to me, the big story was Kayla bleeds. She's actually human. She can actually bleed. And I wanted to see, how do you respond in the third round from that quote unquote adversity? And I thought you passed with flying colors. I thought that was the great story of that fight. So
thank you.
Did you have that disappointment that you went the distance, that you bled, that she cut you, or were you proud of yourself?
Yeah. I mean, for sure, you never want to leave it in the judge's hands. I do believe I'm much better than the performance I put out that night. To be honest with you, I can't have my kids at my fight anymore. Because she hit me, or the elbow. I think it was really just the elbow, just kind of grazed my nose just right, caused 2 black eyes, caused blood to start gushing. I didn't really get hit with much else, but as soon as I started gushing blood, my first thought, and this is how I know I'm a mom now, like through and through, my first thought was, oh my God, I hope my kids know I'm okay. And like, that was all I was thinking about, instead of like, dude, like, punch her back. So my kids can't come to my fights anymore. It's too distracting for me. And yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm capable of much more than that. And I'm also glad that it was a difficult fight, because those fights are important to help us trust ourselves and have confidence when we get into uncomfortable situations. Like, I'm not a superhero. I'm human. I bleed. I have bad days. I fuck up. I fail. Shit happens. But I trust myself, and I trust my training, and I trust my coaches. And I literally remember the second round, I went back to sit down, and Mike goes, it might be 1-1. And like, I can hear a little bit of like edge in his voice. And I just sat down. I said, tell me what you want me to do. and he told me what he wanted me to do, and I did it.
Wow. I love the bond that you guys have. By the way, were your kids rattled by the blood, by the cut?
We're totally fine.
Yeah.
Dude, I was rocking 2 black eyes this whole past week on our trip, and people kept staring at me, and I like couldn't figure out why, because like my kids just didn't, they were just like, they don't even care. It's me. I'm the problem.
Was there any part of you that was like, man, I'm so close? Everyone believes it's a number one contender fight. Don't slip up. Was there any part of you like almost fighting not to lose as opposed to fighting to win?
Yeah, I put a little bit of too much pressure on myself, and that's like in that regard. Whereas instead of just opening up and having fun with it, I was like, yeah, I was kind of like, don't fuck up, like, which I never fight good when I fight like that. I fight my best. I perform my best when I go out there and I just instill my will. And I just think like, there's no way you're ever going to beat me. I'm going to come out like I'm going to crush. And I didn't do that. So, but that's a me thing. I have a lot of stuff I can work on, thankfully. Yeah, there's a lot of room for improvement, which I'm grateful for.
I know you were in the back somewhat watching the Pennington Peña fight because they showed you afterwards, and I'll ask you about that specific moment in a second. But who do you think won that fight? That's still a big topic of discussion.
I still have to go back and watch round 1 because I missed it, but I had Raquel winning the fight. I just didn't. I need to watch round 1.
Okay. Are you happy Julianna won?
Yeah, I mean, happy, like, I just don't care.
It's better for business, no?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be more exciting and more fun to like whoop her ass, but she's also like, dude, now I have to listen to her talk for.
But man, you guys back and forth, you guys at the press conference were magic. I mean, that was so good. I said to her yesterday, I only want one thing, and I hope that you will. I would love to have you both on at one point and do like a face-to-face thing because you guys are so good together in the best. Like to me, I don't know if there's a build-up that is more intriguing and exciting for me than you two. You two guys were flying there, and then they show you on the screen, and she doesn't address you, and you're there. And I was surprised. Were you surprised?
No.
Why?
I think she's scared of me. I think that I intimidate her. And I don't say that like to talk shit. Listen, I know that she is a good fighter. I know that she's tough as nails. I know that she's like got an amazing like mental fortitude and willpower. But I think there's something about me that like makes her nervous. I don't know exactly what it is. I know I'm a bad bitch, so maybe that. I mean, that in and of itself could be enough. But dude, I said it in another interview. I was like, she started calling out a man. First it was, oh, if you want to fight the real fights, cut to 135 pounds and then we can talk. You're not even in the right promotion, so shut up. And then it was like, okay, I put my money where my mouth is and I signed up to fight in the UFC. Then it's like, oh, you were in the little leagues. Now you're running to the big leagues. I'm like, how do you run to the big leagues? Does that make any fucking sense? Then it was, oh, she's on steroids. I know for a fact she's on steroids. And then it was, she's not the money fight. Amanda's the money fight. And I want to fight. I'm like, next thing you know, she's going to be calling out Ronda Rousey. And then what did she do yesterday on your show? I was like, dude, this girl she's terrified.
Well, speaking of my show and that comment, her being terrified, she actually spoke of this. Do you mind if I just play it in case anyone missed it on her? Okay, here's Julianna Peña talking about Kayla Harrison yesterday.
Honey, I am not afraid of you. You are not some oogity boogity person who can't be beat. I see you bleed the same blood as me. I seen you lose in the PFL, and that's when you came running over to the big leagues. Like, you are in the big leagues now. You were playing over there in the triple A's. You were over there in the minors. Now it's the real shit. Now is where we find out what you're freaking made of. Can you make the weight? Can you fight for 25 minutes? And I guarantee you, I will not go away. If she thinks she's just going to take me out in the first round or the second round or the third round, like, Holly Holm or Ketlen Vieira, she is sorely mistaken. And I'm just so sick of her trying to act like she's some freaking boogeyman. It's like, I'm not afraid of you. Plain and simple. I am not afraid of you.
So there she says it multiple times. She's not afraid.
Okay.
You're not the boogeyman.
All right, then sign a contract, honey. Listen, I don't think I'm the boogie woman. I don't think that I'm like greater than anyone, or that I don't bleed, or that I don't struggle, or like, dude, this is the difference, right? Like, my life has been a fight. My entire existence has been a fight. And so that's why I do have respect for Julianna, because when she gets in the cage, she fights like she has no quit in her. And that's the only saving grace she has in my mind, is like, you know what? She's fucking annoying. She talks a lot. She does make some decent points, but I just, for whatever reason, she rubs me the wrong way. But she fights like she just has this indomitable will. She doesn't quit. And I respect that, because that's me. I don't quit. I have been fighting since, I don't even know, like before, I don't even know when she started like MMA. I think it was like probably like a week before she went on the Ultimate Fighter show. But yeah, dude, I've been fighting my whole life. And there's no quit in me. I am unfuckwithable. Like, yeah.
I love this fight. I want to see it so badly. I'm wondering, obviously you want it as well. You want to fight for the belt next. Is there any part of you that is concerned that they do Julianna Amanda next? Because I don't know if you saw, like 24 hours after your fight, Amanda popped up dancing on social media. Did you see that video?
Mm-hmm, I saw it.
By the way, I asked Julianna this. I just want your thoughts on the dance moves, the video. Did you? Oh, there. I don't know if.
Good for Amanda.
Yeah, living her best life.
Yeah, good for her.
Do you think she's trying to get the fight first, or do you think she's just trying to say, I'm the winner, I'm getting the winner of this, I'm the prize at the end?
I think that she gets the winner.
Okay. Have you been told this?
I think she's going to fight me after I whoop Julianna's ass. That's what's going to happen.
It's an amazing sequence of events, right? I mean, you can't write this script any better.
Can you imagine, Ariel? Can you imagine like, I'm so excited. So fucking excited.
Which one is more personal for you, Peña or Nunes?
They're not personal at all.
Not Nunes? I mean, former training partners, former teammates? No.
I just don't like the shit that she said about my team. Yeah. I don't have any personal issues with Amanda at all. I never did. Not one issue with her. I don't take it personally. I don't, like, I'm ATT for life. Like, but I personally don't have an issue with her. I have an issue, like, don't talk shit about my team. That's it. That's it. Like, respect where you came from. Respect the people that pulled you out of, you know, the bottom. She wanted to retire before she moved to ATT, before she switched teams. Dan took such good care of her. Like, yeah, I just don't respect that. Don't shit on the people that helped build you. That's absolutely, like, that would be like me saying that Jimmy Pedro and Big Jim didn't help me win gold medal. Like, I just can't imagine it. It doesn't make sense.
Who's tougher? Tougher opponent for you? Tougher matchup, in your opinion? Tougher puzzle?
Everybody's tough until you beat them.
No, but like on paper, who's a tougher?
Amanda.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, listen, styles make fights. So realistically, when do you think this happens? You versus Julianna?
Whenever she wants, I'm ready.
Okay, because I think she was implying the opposite.
Like, no, I don't understand. Like, I have to remember I'm not dealing with normal people when I speak. I said I needed to take some time off. Like, I just took a week off. I went to Utah with my kids. We climbed mountains and rappelled. Like, we had a blast. Like, I'm going back to the gym. What do you mean? What do you mean? I'm going back to the gym. Like, time off was like a week. That's what I took a week off. Like, I had a week vacation. I'm like, let's fucking go.
March, April, something like that, right? Probably.
Anytime.
Okay. Damn it.
And dude, there's a couple, you know, she's like, oh, if she can make 135 pounds, she said she's going to make 135 pounds. First of all, that night that I cut weight, I called Hunter and I said, hey, are these young ladies, are they on? Is it happening? And he was like, what are you talking? I was like, I'm at the sauna right now. Do I need to cut another pound or not? and they were both going to fight. That's the only reason I didn't cut the extra pound. Number two, if she can make the weight, but she's a consummate, like, make up your fucking mind. Am I a professional or am I not going to make the weight? Like, make up your mind about me. What else did she say? What else was there? Come on, stir the pot, Ariel. This is the part where you.
No, I'm not. I'm just. You're going through everything. You've got it all. You've got it all. You've got You've got it all. So I was curious. Okay, so Julianna, it's happening. All that. A lot of people were mad on your behalf, and this could be deemed stirring the pot. That your former promotion, PFL, on the day of your fight, tweeted the video of Larissa Pacheco defeating you. Did you? A lot of people were mad actually about this, and then Dana White was asked about it, and he took some shots at the PFL and said, "This is what happens when you're drowning and no one cares about them and they're losers, etc." Did you see it? Were you bothered?
I didn't see it until after the fight. I was asked about it the night of the fight. I tend to agree with Dana on this, where it's like, I forgot that they were having these big fights because I have not seen any promotional stuff. And for the record, I'm 2-1 against Larissa. Out of 13 rounds, I did lose 3. I think she's a great fighter. And that's in my past. Like, I don't have anything. I'm not gonna go low. I'm not gonna talk shit about them. I'm not gonna air all of the laundry I could air about how they handle certain things and the way they have treated fighters. I'm not going to do that because I know that the truth will come out, and I have nothing to be ashamed of. I'm proud of everything I've done in my career, including that loss. It catapulted me into making big decisions and changing my life and like becoming who I am today. So
every time Dawn is talking about this fight, the Pacheco Cyborg fight, there's subtle shots taken at you. I'm sure you hear them, right? About you.
I don't because I don't pay attention to that. Like,
but you and Dawn seem to have had a great relationship when you were there.
I really liked Dawn.
What happened? Why does it have to be this way? Why can't it be like, hey, we helped her. It was a great partnership. It was a great relationship. We wish her the best. She was one of the faces of our organization. She was someone who put us on the map. And now she wants to go climb another mountain, and we wish her the best. She'll always be a PFL legend. She'll be a Hall of Famer for ever doing it. Why does it have to be she ran away, the going got tough, all this stuff? Why does it have to be that way?
I mean, I don't know. You need to ask Dawn that.
Yeah.
You know, I never said anything like that about the PFL. I didn't feel, I don't feel like I handled it poorly. I feel like I did the best I could do. And listen, I made it very clear that it was not an easy decision for me to leave. I grew up with that organization and had really grown to care about a lot of the people who work there and helped build my career. So I have nothing bad to say about them. I do believe now more than ever that like this isn't, these people aren't your friends. This is a business through and through. And that was a good lesson for me. And again, like, I'm doing my thing. I'm staying in my lane. I love my life. Dude, my life is, Ariel, I'm on fire. It's so good. Like, God is so good. And not just because I'm like winning and making, like, it's just like okay, he's snoring. Did you?
Yeah, I heard that.
Just because, like, not just because I'm winning and making money, but because, like, at my core, I know that I'm in the right place, like chasing this dream, climbing this mountain, being a mom, like staying true to myself, not being some like, I don't know, fake ass, whatever. Like I'm being me. And like, there's no better feeling than doing that. You know, look at you, you're doing it. Like,
we're doing it.
We're doing it, baby. There's no greater feeling than like waking up every day and being yourself and like being okay with that.
Comfortable in your skin, confident.
I'm confident. And just like, I trust myself. I know I can do this. Like, I'm on the right path. Like trusting God and like trusting yourself, and then just keep doing the next right thing.
I love it. By the way, could I just ask Cyborg Pacheco? You never fought Cyborg, you know Pacheco. It is happening this weekend, by the way. And if you order the pay-per-view on DAZN pay-per-view, you can watch the alternate commentary, which we will be doing from this very studio. It's a nice new thing that we're doing called Helwani Vision. So please do check it out on DAZN pay-per-view exclusively this Saturday, October 19th. It's going to be a great time. What do you think? What do you think?
Salesman.
Cyborg Pacheco, who do you think wins?
I think Pacheco.
Wow.
I mean, as long as she hasn't been sleeping in silk pajamas, she's young, she's got power, she's tough, she's hungry, she's well-rounded. And I think that, unfortunately for Cyborg, time waits for no man or woman. And she's had a lot of fights in her career. She's a legend. Listen, I have nothing bad to say about Cyborg. She's a legend of the sport, but I'm going Pacheco.
Okay. Last thing, this time next year, October of 2025, are you the champion yet or about to be the champion?
I am.
You think both of these fights happen in the next 365?
I will be the crowned queen.
We'll still always consider you the uncrowned queen because you said it first in this new era.
I did say it
and
first.
I believe.
I feel like you guys, I don't know who took it from who.
Well, we were first, and then you said it, and I felt you could put us on the map, and that was your subtle. I know it's tough out there. Like you can't say, oh, I was talking to my pal Ariel Helwani on the dais at the press conference. So that was your subtle wink, wink, nudge, nudge to us, and we felt it and we appreciated it.
Okay. You're so lucky. I almost wore the cowboy hat that Ali bought me.
Oh my God.
Just so you would ask about it and I could tell you, oh, my buddy Ali bought this for me.
Let me tell you something. You said I was telling this to the guys in the back. Last thing, and I'll let you go. I was telling this to the guys in the back. When I left ESPN, I was all about Helwani and High Road Helwani is dead and
Black heart.
I have a full heart. I'm happy. I want peace in life. And you tell your friend Ali, despite everything he's done to me, I have a seat for him right here. Let's shake hands. Let's send a message to the world. The Jews and Muslims can come together in the MMA world and outside the MMA world. And let's drop this nonsense. And I don't want anything from him. Yes. I don't want any interview. I don't want any scoop. I don't want any fighter. I'm the bigger man here. It's time for...
Okay, well, that was a dig.
No. I'm trying to... Okay, sorry. I'm trying to be a big person, not bigger, big person, a mature person. And I would like to extend the olive branch once and for all so we can all move on.
It.
Okay?
I love it. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
Yes, that's what the world needs more of. Like, we need more love and acceptance and just like forgiveness. And yeah, we'd be in a lot better place.
Amen.
Except for Julianna. I forgive everyone, but fuck that bitch. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Let's go, girl.
You're the best.
Get in camp. Get ready to wreck your body because I'm fucking coming for you.
Oh, I can't wait. I cannot wait. My most anticipated fight. Thank you so much. Great to have you on. Congrats. Enjoy homeschooling.
Much love, AH.
Yeah, you too.
Out.
Peace out. There she is, Kayla Harrison. Unbelievable.